we have, folks?
A large pepperoni pizza.
And a Pepsi, please.
A Pepsi. Sure thing, Curly. Here you go, Cupcake.
Thank you.
Hey, come here. I want you to listen very carefully to what I'm going to tell you. We both know I ordered a Pepsi Cola. And now you've insulted me and my entire family by offering me this, whatever it is. For being a civilized person, I'd like to give you a chance to make amends. Capiche?
Yeah. Here you go.
Thank you.
The history and evolution of the Pepsi logo. Let's head back to 1893, before the beloved drink was even known as Pepsi. Originally called Brad's Drink, the pharmacist Caleb Bradham invented a soda in North Carolina that was appealing and would aid in digestion while also boosting energy. The original logo had blue font against a white background. It was bold and fairly ornate, a characteristic Pepsi would adapt for a while. In 1898, Brad shifted the name to Pepsi Cola. The word Pepsi derived from a medical term for indigestion, dyspepsia, and was considered a medicinal aid. In 1903, Bradham trademarked the Pepsi Cola name.
Now it's Pepsi, for those who think young. When you say...
The first logo produced was Pepsi Cola's, thin, red, and spiky design. They chose red to catch consumers' eyes. The logo included spikes protruding from the letters, and the last A stretched out in a twist. Pepsi still used exhilarating, invigorating, aids digestion as their tagline.
You're putting yourself among people.
In 1905, the logo changed once again with a softer undertone. They removed the spikes but kept the wavy shape and twist in the last A. A banner was added to the top of the C in Cola, creating symmetry.
Come alive.
Just 1 year later, the logo changed, this time resembling Coca-Cola's design at the time. They thickened the letters and the word Pepsi transitioned to a slant, giving the logo spirit. They added the word drink to the top banner, creating a call to action. The government passed the Pure Food and Drug Act, banning certain soda ingredients. Pepsi used a new slogan, the original pure food drink, to claim they met regulations.
Drink young as you sing.
The 1940s recreation was done through classic lettering, and the colon was removed. The use of thinner text condensed the logo. In 1950, the logo had a major change. The word mark no longer floated in space, and they changed the colors during the wave of patriotism that followed World War II. And the new tagline, more bounce to the ounce, created a sense of better value. Pepsi Cola's ads were targeted towards women in a sexist way.
Get the right one, the modern life one. Now it's
Another major year for Pepsi Cola as they dropped the word cola and became only known as Pepsi. They also stopped using the familiar wavy red font. Pepsi added a bold black word mark across the bottle cap. The logo looked more symmetrical and modern. 4 years later, Diet Pepsi came out giving drinkers a soda option with no sugar.
And helped put back the go you thought was long gone, quite.
In 1973, Pepsi transformed the bottle cap into a globe, signifying they're the best soda worldwide. Also, they added their first ever colored background. In the 1980s, the Pepsi versus Coke war raged on. Pepsi countered by introducing an updated logo with their own unique font.
Here's your Pepsi, Miss Crawford.
Pepsi had another dramatic change. They separated the word mark and globe, slanting the font forward to portray themselves as a forward-thinking brand.
Introducing a whole new look for Pepsi.
In 1998, Pepsi changed how they used the colors. They removed the red from the background, and the globe shifted up. Pepsi launched a new slogan, the joy of cola. In 2003, Pepsi added tiny serifs back onto the font and a light gray shading, creating a three-dimensional look. The 2006 iteration turned the globe fully three-dimensional. They reimagined a cold glass of soda by adding droplets of condensation.
चाहो तो सब कुछ है आसान।
Many criticized the 2008 version. The globe was flat again, and the font many loved was gone.
This is FOFOFO's breaking news.
Just last week, Pepsi announced a new rebrand of their logo, adding the font back to the center of the globe. Everyone's excited to see this new version on shelves later this year.
Trenches, hopping them fences, making the plays while they riding the bench.
It tastes like Pepsi Cola.
Pepsi is following after other brands in changing their logo back to an old school logo to invoke feelings of nostalgia and bring memories. Pepsi's newest design is an interpretation of Pepsi's 1950, 1962, and 1980 logos. The 2023 change is meant to reflect boldness and energy, as well as pop culture. The red and blue in Pepsi's logo symbolizes patriotism. The logo is officially called the Pepsi Globe. The logo was designed to parallel our planet. It's also an ideograph, used to abstractly represent the brand international expansion, as well as unity and togetherness. In the expanded logo, there are blue shockwaves behind the logo in an attempt to magnify the importance and impactfulness of the drink. The logo found a balance between modern and old school by keeping the bold black lettering and condensation on the Pepsi globe, but also reversing the globe back to 2D and making the Pepsi waves that represent the US flag more symmetrical. The redesign took on a more minimalist approach in the foreground, with easy-to-read lettering and symmetry, and the only extreme details being the condensation. However, the background is surrounded by blue abstract waves that show the volume and power of the brand's logo. Unlike the prior logo, this logo's font is in all black, all uppercase, and all bold. It's also logotyped with wordmark returning to the center. This daring font is meant to show the boldness and confidence of the brand as they are fully putting their name out there. The background of the logo is the darkest shade in Pepsi's history. This is used to draw consumers' eyes into the logo. The background is also nearly all black. The only thing to look at is the Pepsi globe. The tint and glossiness of the logo is meant to reflect the drink's characteristics itself, showing how smooth and easily drinkable Pepsi is. The logo primarily appeals to pathos. The design, colors, and wave shape work together to create an emotional response within the viewer. It conveys a sense of excitement, energy, and refreshment.